Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to Talk Smart. I'm Emma, and I'm absolutely delighted that you've chosen to spend time with me today. You know what? Today, we're going to solve one of the most frustrating problems that every English learner faces, and I bet you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that moment when you're speaking English and suddenly, poof, the word you need just disappears from your brain. It's right there on the tip of your tongue, but you can't remember it. If you're new to Talk Smart, welcome to our amazing English learning family. Please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell because I share helpful English tips like this every single day. We're building a community of learners who support each other, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Today's topic is something so many of you have asked me about: why you forget English words and how to remember them forever. And I promise you, by the end of this episode, you'll have practical tools that will transform your English vocabulary memory. But first, let me tell you a story that I think you'll relate to. Last week, I was talking with my friend Sarah. She's been learning English for about 2 years. We were having coffee, and she was telling me about her weekend. She was speaking beautifully, confidently, and then suddenly she stopped in the middle of her sentence. "Emma," she said, looking frustrated, "I know this word. I studied it yesterday. It's... She was making gestures with her hands, trying to remember the word exhausted. She knew the meaning, she could feel the word in her mind, but it just wouldn't come out. Does this sound familiar? Don't worry. This happens to absolutely everyone, including me when I speak other languages. It's completely normal. And more importantly, it's completely fixable. So why does this happen? Why do we forget words that we know? Let me explain what's happening in your brain. When you learn a new English word, your brain doesn't just store it in one place. It creates connections. Connections to the meaning, to how it sounds, to how it looks written, to when you first learned it. Think of each word like a spider web of connections in your mind. But here's the problem. If you don't use these connections regularly, they become weak. It's like a path in the forest. If people stop walking on it, grass grows over it, and it disappears. There are 4 main reasons why you forget English words. First, stress and pressure. When you're nervous or trying to speak quickly, your brain goes into panic mode. It's like trying to find something in a messy room while someone is shouting at you to hurry up. Second, not enough repetition. You might study a word once or twice, but your brain needs to see it many times in different situations to remember it permanently. Third, learning words in isolation. When you learn beautiful, just as a single word, it's harder to remember than when you learn it in a phrase, like beautiful sunset or beautiful music. And fourth, not using words in real situations. Your brain thinks, if we never use this word, it must not be important, and it files it away in deep storage. But don't worry, I have practical solutions for all of these problems. Let's dive into our memory-boosting techniques. Tip number 1, the story method. Instead of learning words individually, create little stories with them. For example, if you're learning exhausted, comfortable, and delicious, make a story, "After the exhausting day, I sat in my comfortable chair and ate delicious pizza." Let's practice this together. I'll give you 3 words, and you repeat them. Excited, crowded, peaceful. Now create a story. I was excited to visit the crowded market, but later I found a peaceful park. Repeat that story. Great! Stories create multiple connections in your brain, making words much easier to remember. Tip number 2, the 5 senses connection. Connect new words to what you can see, hear, smell, taste, or touch. For the word fresh, don't just memorize the definition, think. Fresh bread, smell. fresh air, feel, fresh fruit, taste. Let's practice with the word smooth. The smooth silk feels nice. The smooth ice cream tastes good. The smooth music sounds relaxing. When you connect words to your senses, they become much more memorable. Tip number 3, the personal connection method. Make every new word personal to your life. Instead of learning nervous from a textbook example, think about when you feel nervous. I feel nervous before job interviews, or I get nervous when speaking English. Let's practice making personal connections. I feel proud when. Complete this sentence about yourself. I get confused when. I become excited about. Personal connections make words stick because they matter to you. Tip number 4, the repetition schedule. This is scientifically proven. Don't study a word once and forget about it. Use this schedule. Learn the word today. Review it tomorrow. Review it again in 3 days. Review it again in 1 week. Review it again in 1 month. Your brain needs this spaced repetition to move words from short-term memory to permanent memory. Tip number 5, the opposite and similar words method. When you learn a new word, immediately learn its opposite and similar words. If you learn enormous, also learn tiny, opposite, and huge, massive, gigantic, similar words. Let's practice this. Hot, the opposite is cold. Similar words are warm, boiling, burning. This creates a word family in your brain instead of lonely, isolated words. Tip number 6, the action method. Move your body when learning words. If you're learning jump, actually jump. If you're learning whisper, actually whisper the word. Physical movement creates stronger memory connections. Let's try this. Clap. Clap your hands while saying it. Stretch. Stretch your arms while saying it. Nod. Nod your head while saying it. Your body helps your brain remember. Tip number 7, the daily life integration. Use new words in your daily thoughts and conversations immediately. Don't wait for the perfect moment. If you learn frustrated, use it that same day. I felt frustrated in traffic, or this puzzle is frustrating. Tip number 8, the image association method. Create a mental picture for every new word. For stubborn, maybe picture a donkey refusing to move. For graceful, picture a swan swimming smoothly on a lake. The more unusual or funny the image, the better you'll remember it. Tip number 9, the emotion connection. Connect words to emotions. Happy words should make you smile when you say them. Sad words should feel heavy. Exciting words should give you energy. Let's practice emotional connections. Say fantastic with excitement. Say disappointed with sadness. Say terrified with fear. Emotions are powerful memory tools. Tip number 10, the teaching method. Explain new words to someone else, a friend, family member, or even your pet. When you teach a word, you use it actively, which strengthens your memory. If you're finding these tips helpful, please give this episode a thumbs up. It really helps other English learners discover these memory techniques. Now, let me tell you about Marcus, one of my students. Marcus was so frustrated because he would study vocabulary lists for hours, but during conversations, his mind would go blank. He felt like he was wasting his time. I taught Marcus these memory techniques, and he decided to start small. He chose just 5 new words per week instead of trying to learn 50. But he used all of our memory methods for those 5 words. He created stories, made personal connections, used repetition schedules, and practiced with emotions. After just 1 month, something amazing happened. Marcus was at a business meeting, and he needed to describe a project as innovative and comprehensive. Not only did he remember both words perfectly, but he also remembered the story he had created about an innovative chef making comprehensive meal plans. The words came naturally and confidently. 6 months later, Marcus told me, "Emma, I don't just know more words now, I actually use them. They feel like they belong to me, not like I'm borrowing them from a dictionary." That's the power of proper memory techniques. Remember, forgetting words doesn't mean you're bad at English. It just means you need better memory strategies. Your brain is incredibly powerful. You just need to work with it, not against it. Now, here's your action challenge for today. Choose one of these memory techniques and try it with 3 new English words today. Just 3 words, 1 technique. Don't try to do everything at once. Maybe create a story with 3 words, or make personal connections, or practice with physical movements. Pick what feels most interesting to you and experiment. And here's something exciting. From tomorrow, we'll continue our podcast series with Jake joining me again. I'm so excited for you to meet him again here on TalkSmart. Jake always asks such great questions that help make these topics even clearer. And don't miss our next episode, Memory Secrets That Will Change How You Learn. We'll explore how your brain actually learns and remembers information, plus more advanced memory techniques that will revolutionize your English learning. Before we finish, let's practice one more memory technique together. I want you to repeat these encouraging affirmations with strong emotion. I have an excellent memory for English words. Every day, my vocabulary grows stronger and more natural. I trust my brain to remember the words I need when I need them. I am becoming more confident with English every single day. Beautiful. Feel the truth and power in those words. You know what I love most about teaching English? It's watching students like you discover that you're capable of so much more than you imagined. Your brain is already amazing at learning languages. You learned your native language perfectly, didn't you? You have all the tools you need to build a strong, lasting English vocabulary. It just takes the right techniques and consistent practice. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and share this episode with friends who are learning English too. We can all support each other on this journey. And remember, be patient with yourself. Building a strong vocabulary memory takes time, but every word you learn using these techniques becomes a permanent part of your English foundation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today on TalkSmart. Remember, I'm here supporting you every step of your English learning journey. Until tomorrow, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and most importantly, keep using those memory techniques we learned today. This is Emma from TalkSmart, reminding you that every word you learn is a victory worth celebrating. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in our next episode.